Oh, durka durka durka.
Okay, this is gonna be a mess of a video, but I'm gonna try to review this knife that showed up. It showed up today, or maybe yesterday. No, I think I can't remember, but it showed up from China, and I like it, and so I'm gonna talk about it. That's the point of this video. Okay, this knife, God knows how to say these made-up brand names. Beketten, Beketen. Let's go with BEKETEN F3 Overlord. 14C28N. Of course it must be because you can see the mark there. And also, by the way, honestly, I don't know that a lot of Chinese knife makers are lying. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why they don't lie, but you seem like you can generally trust that. Okay. 3.5-inch blade. And let's do a quick weigh here. Come on. 4.76 ounces. Put it in here. It's pretty big, but check it out. I mean, it's a big old blade. You could have a skinnier profile that like would cut a third of this off. It would be a lighter knife. All right, first thing I want to show you is this thing is like fidgeting dream. I mean, check this shit. So, okay, so rear flipper, fine. Front, good. I can't do this, whatever these fucking guys, I can't do that. Rear flick, spidey flick, fine. Good, not just fine, good. Okay. Ring finger flick. Ring finger flick. Fuck that. Look at that. How about some pointer index finger flick? And I'm not good at flicking. Now, right there. You see that? This is the real test. Can I do this on camera with a pinky flick? If it is, okay. Promise me you'll go buy this fucking thing. If I can do it with my pinky. Okay, hold on. Go spend some money, motherfucker. Okay, fine. Okay, so the fidgeting, front, back, all your fucking fingers. I messed that up. You can front flip it, front open it with your thumb, or there's just a lot of ways. How about that? So flat grind, stone wash finish. I bought it in the Ultim handles. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about this knife. And then later in this video, I'm gonna talk about buying a knife like this, a random Chinese knife, because I understand that it's intimidating, and I'm not saying I'm an expert at it, but I wanna just explain my point of view, because I'm here to buy good knives and not clones and not fakes. I'm gonna give you my point of view. But first off, okay, so this thing is at AliExpress. I understand AliExpress is a shit show. I understand it's like the internet from in the Western world from like 2005. It's a fucking mess. But just deal with it. I know you old fucking codger, you can get on here and buy this shit. It's fine. $32 G10, $34 micarta, $41 I almost said cold fusion, fucking carbon fiber. And then I decided to buy this because I don't have any Ultim. I don't even know if this is Ultim. This could be just piss colored plastic, but it feels pretty good. And they didn't even say it, but I paid them. This is the Cadillac of BEKETEN F3 Overlord, because that's what I paid for it. 42 bucks. All right. This knife is a clone. Would you know it from this? No. I think I was aware when I bought this knife that it was a clone, but it wasn't what drew me to it. That's what I want to talk about with these Chinese knives. It's not why I came to this site. I didn't seek it out, and some of them are more obvious than others. It's not particularly easy to see here who they're trying to clone. And this thing, by the way, did not come in a fake. It didn't come in a reproduced box. It wasn't pretending to be a certain brand. It didn't come in with fake instructions. I bought a fake Microtech the other day. And that's a different story, and maybe I'll review that, and I'm not going to hate on that either. But this is even a little bit step away from that. This is a clone. But it's a clone of what? What is this a clone of? And how would you even know that unless you are a big fucking knife nerd? And I am a like semi-knife nerd, and I didn't know what this clone is of. I just thought, this is a cool shape. And I kind of realized that, because I found this when I was looking around at other stuff on AliExpress. And I found that I like this knife. I had to go and try to figure out later what it was a clone of. So that's just my 2 cents about I understand that Chinese clones and just Chinese imitation of American goods is not the best thing in the world. But I am never gonna buy this knife in the original form. So I haven't even mentioned what it is. I had to ask. Here it is. It is this EMP EDC relative, $360, and you can't even get it. And there is no fucking way I would spend this kind of money for a knife. No way. I mean, it's pretty, but there's just no fucking way. Sure, it's in LMAX, okay, and then so you can take it out on the boat with you or whatever you're supposed to do with that. I don't even. But fine. So, but look about this. Well, whatever. This is titanium. So this one's 4.3 ounces, a little bit lighter, and it's not even a claw. I mean, take a look. Obviously, the clip is different. This is going to be a frame lock. The original. This is also not a front flipper. At least somebody told me it wasn't. Maybe I was lied to. I mean, that's a clone. However, it's not really advertising it. Because like I said, I bought this. And I bought this because I saw this blade shape and I liked it. Now who pioneered the blade shape? Whoever this is. And I'm sorry that I'm not giving you the credit you deserve. But this is not worth $360 to me, not even close. I mean, and you can't even get it. So okay. So look, I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I'm just gonna say that there's no way I would ever buy this knife, period. I didn't even know about this knife. And so buying this clone that doesn't pretend to be that, but has the same design, doesn't feel great to me, but it's a nice fucking knife, okay? All right, so let's just do a little bit of checks about this actual knife, and then maybe I'll come back and rant some more about the Chinese buying process. Okay, so how about we use this knife a little bit? The BEKETEN, whatever, F3 Overlord. Okay, I'm not good at cutting paper, but this thing is sharp, quite sharp. It's 14C28N. I have a bunch of knives in 14C28N, and I've never gotten one that wasn't sharp. I've gotten D2 knives that weren't sharp. And I've gotten 154cm knives that weren't that sharp. Never gotten one of these that was that sharp. And it's not that easy to sharpen. So I like this knife. It is a little bit heavy, 4 points, just under 5 ounces, 3.5 inch blade, 3.5 inch blade. As a knife, even if you're not trying to pretend to have somebody else's really expensive knife, I just think this is a good knife. Okay, the deep clearing, it's not the deepest of deep. I just think it's attractive. The fidget factor is off the chart with all these different methods, including the old, I didn't get it that time, the pinky flip. Kidding me? I mean, I'm not good at flicking stuff. So if you are, you're gonna be able to do this with your fucking left testicle. You're gonna be able to flick this open. So, cool. Now, let me talk, actually, one last thing. I'm gonna compare this in size. Yeah, I know this is reviews all over the fucking place. I'm gonna compare it to some knives that I'm not gonna bring out the fucking everybody, oh, the Para 3 and the Para 2, and here's your Benchmade bug out. Okay. So, Migron Carix 2 and Micarta. These are the knives from my collection of budget Chinese folders that are similar in size. Very similar handle overall length, but this is kind of pointy. And the knife here is both shorter and it's smaller. Okay. I just got this knife the other day. Bestech, motherfucker. Slither, is that one? Yeah, Bestech Slither. It's a cool blade shape. Kind of like the coolness factor of a Tonto without being like so fucking, I don't know, EDC bro Tonto. I just like it. Similar, and then this knife, which is, I love this knife. It seems underrated because nobody talks about it. I bought this thing used, Fostide Bellamy. It's really light. Now you can see this has a different profile, right? In terms of overall length, it's similar, but I mean, this one's just really nice for how light it is. This thing is sub 3 ounces, if I remember correctly. I know we're not talking about it right now, but I just think this knife is just really well done. 2.93 ounces. So anyway, I really like this, but this is not in the same category because it's so much heavier. I really think that probably these two guys are the most similar, and just a great knife though. I mean, I know it's a clone, but it's a great knife. All right, so 3 things I'm going to talk about with buying Chinese knives, because the knife we're talking about here, I got off, this thing came from China. Took a couple of weeks. You need to be patient. There's people that post, they ask like, okay, what happened to my tracking number and all this stuff. It's a little bit flakier than an American merchant, but most of the time it's just about customs, shipping, and just be patient. Just be calm. You're paying for, you're getting a big old discount, and just chill and wait. You're gonna have to wait weeks. And I know that's not normal when you've got Amazon Prime. You just need to chill. Put this in a different category, okay? You want a knife right away, buy a knife right away, and have one come from China, and put them in different categories mentally. Just do that. Okay. Use some common sense, all right? I get it. This is a weird website. I get it. It has a weird feel to it, okay? But here's the store. Here's the storefront that I bought that from, okay? Whatever, some English on here. This is just, it seems like it might have your scam hackles up because you're used to looking for scammy sites in the US. Well, part of that is about just the language, the design, and you have to change your expectation a little bit, in my opinion. So let's just look at this. 4.9, okay? This is a vendor. I get that they're in China. I get that you can't, get them on the phone and berate them, but they have something to lose. That is the deal to me. They have worked hard for this, okay? I get it. They're Chinese and you don't trust them, but 6 years in business with this store, top credibility score. You think they're trying to screw around and not ship you your item? No. It's the same shit as eBay. They have something to lose. They have built up this reputation. So just use the same common sense. Use the same common sense you'd use in regular life. Buy from people with something to lose. Okay? Yeah, you're going to buy something from the car dealer, and you're going to buy from somebody who's been in business for 3 months or 30 years. Like, something to lose, reputation. This is standard stuff. Okay? Lastly, if you're not on it yet, Reddit. This is your buddy, Chinese knife. You can ask about who the right sellers are. This is, as far as I can tell, the information that is in this subreddit here is nowhere else. I don't know, maybe it is, but There's blade forums, there's all those kind of things, but in terms of like an actual good group of people who will buy these things and not, you know, treat them as products and treat them with common sense, I think this is where you need to be. All right, so that's my rambling review of the clone. The clone of the knife that I didn't even know it was a clone of. So does it, if a tree falls in the forest and it clones a high-priced American white guy's knife from Boulder, Colorado, does it make a sound? It makes a nice kind of clickety-clackety sound. So, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.